Well, hey there, Heartland Church. It's Pastor Jeff with a quick video update on what's coming up both this weekend and then what we can be thinking about and focusing on in the life of our body coming up over the next several weeks and months. First, let's talk a little bit about Sunday. I know I sound like a broken record. I said this last week, but I'm so geeked about what God's doing in this prayer series right now. We've got one more week, our fifth week, where we're talking about expectant prayer. How can we expect God to show up and do incredible things as we relate to him in prayer? Now, we need to be careful about how we define incredible things, right? Because I think sometimes we think, oh, well, I expect God's going to give me what I want or what I think I need. And that's really misplaced. That's what we talked about throughout the series is none of this is about getting things from God. It's about enjoying God and delighting in his presence. But what we should expect is that God will do great things in us as we are abiding in him, as we're depending upon him, as we're consistent in prayer, as we're experiencing persistent prayer that doesn't give up. We expect that God's going to do incredible things in and then through our lives. And so we're going to talk a little bit about that this weekend. I'm excited about the conversation because, again, prayer is the way forward for us. And it is the work that God's called us to. It is the language of dependence and relationship with God. So I hope you can be a part of that on Sunday morning as we wrap this series up. We're going to jump, just to give you just a little preview of what's coming up, we're going to jump back into Romans for a couple of weeks and finish out chapter 12 before we launch into a quick series on Advent around Christmas time. And I'm really excited about that. I don't think that we have done an Advent series here at Heartland since I've been back to Replant. And if we have, it's been a while. So I'm just going to do our hearts really good to just focus on the coming of Christ and what that means for things like joy and love and hope and peace, and how we can not just talk about those things during the Christmas season, but actually experience them and then live them out. So really excited about the Advent series. We'll sort of round out the year with sermons on our mission and on the vision of what God's doing, and then we'll jump back in full force to Romans in the first part of 2025. Crazy to think that it's going to be 2025 soon. We'll jump back into Romans 13, and then we'll finish that out by the summer. So that's kind of the trajectory of what's happening. The other thing I would have you keep on your radar is how excited and passionate we are about developing and equipping families to do the work of ministry here. Our children's ministry team, led by Susie Warren, they're doing an incredible job investing in the lives of kids. Also what Katie's doing on Sunday nights, Katie Meyer, to head that up as our Sunday evenings are rolling. But the children's ministry team has put together a box for Advent for families, and I just want to encourage you, if you haven't picked those up, they're $15, and that's just to recoup the cost of the book. Like, there's a bunch of activities and things to think about in that Advent box, so make sure that you grab that on the weekend before Advent starts so that you can experience some great conversations as a family. I also want to encourage you, because we are passionate about equipping families, equipping parents to disciple their children, equipping families to worship together. And the cool thing is we get to be a part of that conversation and equip families in a lot of different ways. And one of the ways is through the work that we're doing in our children's ministry, both on Sunday morning and Sunday night. There are incredible opportunities for you to volunteer and be a part of sowing gospel seeds into the next generation as we get to walk with our kids and point them to Jesus. Like, that's not just a thing where it's like, oh, I'm going to hang out on Sunday mornings and just watch kids. Like, it's intentional that we would be able to walk with children and see their heart's gospel towards Jesus. And we have a lot of needs in that area. And so I just want to put that out there. Like, if you're looking for a way to serve at Heartland and you want to see your life make a difference and have an impact, couldn't ask for a better opportunity than serving with our children's ministry, either on Sunday morning or Sunday evening for our Sunday seminars. Great opportunity to serve kids and see the next generation impacted. So I think that's about it. Excited for what God's doing. He's stirring up all kinds of wonderful stuff in our midst, and we're excited, and we give him thanks for all that. And I give God thanks all the time for you guys. It's a privilege to be one of your pastors and to be able to do things like this. So I hope you have a great weekend, and we hope to see you on Sunday. Thanks so much.